Previously on Gearz.
All right, now joining us in the studio, it is a lady very, very prominent on Twitter. Been there, I think, since the beginning of Twitter. Actually, she started Twitter. Tecla Ciolfi.
I love being interviewed by people who can pronounce my surname.
Did I get it right?
You did, 100%. Ciolfi.
Ah, buongiorno.
Ciao, come stai?
Ah, bene, grazie. Now, she's very cool. You're from Cape Town?
I am from Cape Town, yes.
Ah, it's very nice to meet you. I think you were one of the first people I ever followed on Twitter.
And vice versa.
No. Mm-hmm. We've been there a long time.
We have been there a long time.
My goodness, you would have thought somebody would have kicked us off by then.
When did Twitter actually start?
When were you born?
1950.
Just before then. No, I don't know. It's about 5 years, 4 years.
Yeah, I think my account's been active for about 3 and a bit.
So I must be around about
Yeah,
the same time.
I actually did a little stalk on your Twitter account yesterday because you reached, when I looked at your account, you had 49,000 followers.
See, now that's mental. Like, I've got 5,000, but we've been there from the same point in time. So 49
It's crazy.
versus 5.
Yeah, but it's because I follow a lot of strange
He
people.
buys them. No jokes.
Hey, I've got 49,000.
And then I saw that you started in 2009. I think
Really?
March 2009.
Wow,
or May
okay. So that's
2009.
when we basically started somewhere around there together.
Somewhere around there.
But now you are now first of all, this is going to sound so cheesy, but I've got to use it. We've got to use it. Bring out the fire engines, because Josie's on fire. How's that? It's bad,
I like
eh?
that.
It was a bad one.
No, I like it.
Tell us, what is Josie? Okay, first of all, tell us about you. What do you do?
I am a music journalist, and I used to be the editor of a free street press publication called Your LMG in Cape Town. We launched it in Joburg. Didn't really do that well. You can still find it in a couple of places, but I resigned last month. May issue was my last issue with the magazine.
Okay.
It's a little bit sore because
I'm
it's
sure.
it was my stepping stone into the industry, and I'm now with a company called Deezer. It's an online streaming music site.
Okay.
We're in our soft launch stage in South Africa at the moment. We're going
Okay.
to be properly live in about 6 months. So it's all about creating word of mouth at this point in time.
Now, where's Deezer based?
Deezer is based in Paris, in France. That's where the HQ is.
very
and
nice.
we're live in 182 countries around the world.
Really?
Yeah, we have a 26 million listenership, 3 million of which is paid. Because it's basically the same as our biggest competition is Spotify.
Okay, yes, I've heard of them.
Yeah, but whereas Spotify Go and
If you use some Oxy, it takes it away.
we've actually got a really cool app on Deezer that if you are on Spotify and you want to change to Deezer, you can convert all your music from Spotify to us.
Oh, really? Okay. Just to let you know, Deezer's Deezer.
Yes.
Deezer.
And you can follow us on Twitter at DeezerZA.
Yes, I've just followed you.
Fantastic.
There we go. Follow them, Dazi. Deezer.
Twitter was started 7 years ago.
7 years. Gee, so we've only been on for 4. Thanks very much for that.
Thanks, Gavin.
I feel young again.
Okay. So this Deezer is something that now you like what, the editor, or you're the
Yes.
South African part of it?
I'm heading up the South African
That's
division.
brilliant.
I know. It's incredibly exciting and very, very challenging because I've never really worked in a corporate environment before.
Yeah.
So it's very different.
Okay.
But everybody that I've spoken to in terms of media partnership and the record labels, they've all been very enthusiastic, very
Well, that's
encouraging.
good to hear.
Yeah, so the future looks very bright for Deezer South Africa.
All right. So from there, well, that part of your job is going to be trying to get as much South African music across the world,
Definitely.
as much as possible.
When I had my initial meeting with HQ, they really liked my vision for Deezer South Africa because I said to them, we've got commercial bands and musicians aside, we've got really great underground indie
course.
talent that needs to be nurtured here. And the same kind of vibe that I used to do with Your LMG, I now want to transfer that into Deezer. And of course, we are going to promote commercial artists too, but with a heavy focus on indie artists as well.
That is very exciting for the South African music industry. I must say, that's really, really cool stuff. Okay, that's the one side of who JoziOnFire is.
Yes.
Then the other side is this JoziOnFire.
Yeah, well, Jersey on Fire is a branch of an event that I started in Cape Town called Tuesdays on Fire. and we run it.
You like fire. Tech's on fire. Josie's on fire.
Josie Light. Well, basically, I used to work from, because I was freelance, so to work from a craft beer establishment in Cape Town called And Union.
We like beer.
Yes?
Yes.
So you must be very familiar with And Union. They do Steph Weiss, they do Burn, they do all the craft beers.
I just know Rooks. He's my very good friend. Okay, moving on.
But I used to work from there. I used to sponge off their Wi-Fi, and then I made very good friends with the general manager, who said, "Well, you're involved in this music publication. You've got this music blog. We do music events. We want to start up an event on Tuesday. If you're keen, you can take it, curate it, run it, promote it, do whatever you want with it." And I went, "Okay, cool. Well, let's give all of us a 2-month trial run." And after 2 months, we see how it goes. And it's built up nicely. And at the end of 2 months, we got a very good following going. And then we got some sponsors to come on board. I got the guys at Ray-Ban. And it just took off from there. And to date, we've done 82 Tuesdays in a row.
She was just like a year and a half.
It's a year and a half. So from that...
Where does it take place?
It takes place at And Union.
Okay, there.
Yeah, in Bree Street. And it's free entrance. Because they're residential areas surrounding And Union, the music's got to be done by 9. So it's 1 act a night. And Tuesdays on Fire, the ethos of it is giving up-and-coming musical artists
a platform.
A platform. And a good sound rig, a good lighting rig, a good sound engineer.
That's
and
brilliant.
They can do with that 45 minutes whatever they want. They could dress it up, they could dress it down, they can experiment, they can bring other artists on board if they want. I take care of all the promo. So does And Union. And we've got a nice little niche for ourselves in Cape Town.
That's brilliant.
So then, about 6 months ago, I started coming up to Joburg for LMG because we tried to launch the magazine up here. And I met Daryl Tor, who runs Open Room Studios, Grammy Award-winning producer, excellent, top-class man. And he said Joburg is lacking in good quality venues and events, and he really likes what I do with Tuesdays. Would I be interested in doing something similar in Joburg? And I said, no, 100%. And Open Room Studios it's a proper recording studio. Like, they just finished the Gangs of Ballet album, and they've got state-of-the-art equipment there. So obviously, to put on an event of that caliber, to utilize all their facilities, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. So I said, give me some time. Let me speak to the powers that be and see if we could get a nice budget together, which we did. Then El Jimador came on board as well.
That's terrific.
Yeah, and so it's a 6-part series. It's the last Wednesday of every month, and there are 2 acts as opposed to 1 act on every Tuesday in Cape Town. Sure. And also up and coming, exact same ethos as Tuesdays. And we've done 2. The 3rd one is tomorrow.
Brilliant.
Very, very excited. I've also got something festival related in the pipeline, which I'd love to mention now, but it's not finalized. So maybe when it is,
mention it a little bit.
Well, the suffix is definitely going to be on fire, so we can just, it's going to be something on fire. That's all I can tell you.
My sex is on fire. Kings of Leon. No, they're not up and coming.
No.
They're not up and coming.
No.
So what I'm really encouraged to hear about this is a couple of things. First of all, the opportunity for unknown music people to have this opportunity, but also the response that you've got from people coming on board to sponsor, which shows that they really, really are keen to see South African music, going forward.
100%. Ray-Ban they're a godsend, and what they've been doing over the last 2 years, they've been investing a hell of a lot more in local music. They did a really nice campaign last year where they featured, Ray-Ban turned 75, and for each decade, from I think it was the 30s up until now, they took one local artist to cover a song from that decade. So it's really nice. Like, we film the JoziOnFire events, and we want to make a little mini documentary eventually of these 12 acts that we've chosen over the 6 events to go, this is who we think is going to be the cream of the crop in the year to come.
Now, this is all very, very exciting. But now, what happens to these artists from there? Are you attracting a lot of A&R people from record companies who are sitting and saying, "Well, listen, let's try and just instead of watching the rubbish on TV like Idols and Pop Crap and whatever the hell it is, go and come to your venues, your Tuesday on Fire, your Jozi on Fire, and sit there and watch these acts and sit there and say, hey, there's potential, hopefully getting them going.
Well, there's an artist from Cape Town called Matthew Mole, and I saw him perform for the first time ever at a church because I was told to go and check him out, and he's an acoustic singer-songwriter, folky guy.
Yes, Sasha, this is who I told you about the other day. I wanted to get him in for my Daisy's Double D.
I remember.
Yes, so he played a
Matthew
Tuesday.
J. Mole
Yes,
on Twitter,
Matthew J. Mole.
yes.
He's an absolutely incredible artist, and he played a Tuesday on Fire, and from then on, I pushed him quite a bit because I recognized something really good in him. So when Assembly came a knocking and they were like, oh, can you suggest somebody to put on our bill to open for X, Y, and Z? I was like, well, this guy's really good. He played my Tuesday on Fire. Here is a recording to prove it. It's small things like that. Flint meets Spark, who played the first Jozi on Fire event. The video that came out of that, Seed Experiences, who booked for Rocking the Daisies and Sowing the Seeds, and they booked the Five Gum Experience as well. They all of a sudden were like, this Flint meets Spark. This is quite nice.
Which is great to hear.
So, yeah, so from there, it opens the artists up to channels, be it social networking, events, etc., that they might not necessarily have had, especially Tuesdays on Fire, because the event itself has built up quite a good reputation.
Of course.
So if you want to go see great new talent, you know that Tuesday you're going to go and you're going to get something solid.
Now, in terms of the music, as you say with Deezer or whatever, now just explain a little bit about Deezer. Can you upload music?
Yes.
Okay, as you say, like Spotify.
You can upload.
So this stuff that you're recording on Tuesday on Fire and Jozi on Fire, whatever, is basically now will become available for people to listen.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Yes. Yeah.
As long as they don't have any funny lawyer, publisher people that.
Yeah, right now it's all on the International Ray-Ban channel. That's
okay,
where
excellent, excellent. This sounds all very, very exciting. All right, Daisy, your question?
No, nothing. Please will you just get me in contact with Mole?
Of course.
Thank you.
We'll swap details later.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Nice question. Don't want to ask you anything. Just want stuff.
No,
okay.
I really have heard that he's brilliant.
He is fantastic.
And such a nice guy, too.
We were actually talking about it, Gabby and I were talking about it on the way here. I can't remember the last time I watched somebody perform and their personality shines through in their performance. Like, he's the most humble, the most lovely guy. And as he performs, like, you can see it in his face. He's going to do really great things when his album drops. He's now signed to Just Music.
Yes.
I think the album's coming out, should be in the next month.
Carl, don't screw him. Give him a good deal, Carl. Come on, buddy. Make it happen. Listen, Carl does some brilliant stuff. So that does sound very, very exciting as well. So now, Jozi on Fire, what's the next thing?
Well, I'd love to mention it, but I can't because nothing's signed, sealed, and delivered. But
no, don't mention it because someone will steal the idea
just
from
tickle
you.
her or something.
Okay.
No, I'm on her side.
All I'm going to say is that I'd like to get involved with festivals.
Okay.
There we go.
So now, from your Deezer point of view,
yes.
Besides now organising your Jozi on Fire and Tuesday on Fire, I'm assuming now you're going to be at all of the festivals as you usually are, if not even more.
Definitely, no. There's going to be a very strong Deezer, especially a very strong presence.
So you're going to the Oppie Copy.
Yes, in
Maz owns Oppie Copy.
Really?
Yeah.
Maz and I need to chat later.
Yeah. Owns it meaning like she owns it. It's hers.
Oppie Copy is quite possibly one of the best festivals in the country. I rate Copy and Rocking the Daisies as the two big ones. I always go and I have a good time. The facilities are always great. I never have an issue when I go there, like other festivals.
Other festivals, the ones that you go to, Daisy. Hey?
The wild ones.
The wild, yeah, like the ka and Otsure.
Oh, yeah, ek loved it.
I will mention though that Ramfest's ablution blocks and toilet facilities are second to none because one of their owners goes to the site about 2 weeks before. He's obsessed with toilets, and the facilities have to run. They have to be top class. So like, oh, where's Hank? Oh no, he's on site taking care of the toilets now.
Yeah, but that's one of my big issues with like those kind of things is the hygiene side of it. I'm quite a freak like when it comes to that. And like toilets, and don't you sleep there also?
Yeah, no, 100%. I don't think I could do Opikopi like a normal person, like in Mordor. They call that camping section Mordor.
Mordor.
I don't think I could do that.
No,
Listen.
I could never.
Mick Jagger has decided that at Glastonbury
He's gonna
this
camp.
year he's going to camp
I
in a
heard.
tent.
Yeah, but in the VIP section.
Damn right.
I'll probably have like a pull-out bed.
No, believe me, it won't be a tent. It'll be one of like a Formula One motorhome. It'll take it 2 days to erect the thing.
It'll probably be like a velvet rope around the section where he's camping.
Jeez, unbelievable. I think it's rather exciting though, in any case. Well, listen, it's fantastic. We really, really wish you well. And please keep us informed with all of the goings on of the Josie on Fire.
Definitely.
And also, I mean, any upcoming events, we'll definitely try and promote them for you and, ensure that it grows just as well as the one in Cape Town.
Thank you very much.
Because Joburg is much better than Cape Town.
Well, if you're free tomorrow night, maybe you guys should pop around for
Well,
a
you know
little-
what? Unfortunately, we will be sucking some cocktails on the beach in Mozambique.
That sounded terrible. Wow.
Oh,
Sasha.
Daisy, you should have said that. We'll be sipping some cocktails on the beach in Mozambique.
That's worse than me saying that I would
Would it be-
sleep in the bed with Simon.
I know. She's going to sleep in the bed with Simon because she thinks of him as a brother. Isn't that a bit peculiar?
No.
You don't know Simon.
I don't really know Simon, so I can't
Exactly.
really say.
I don't know Simon that well, and I have to share a room with him. She wants to sleep in his bed.
No, I do not. He just changes stories.
Sipping
it's
on some
frightening.
cocktails.
Yeah. Daisy, that's disgusting.
Well, the next event,
Yes.
because there are 3 more of them, if you are available, and it's free as well. Everybody likes a free event.
Yes.
Free entrance.
That's very cool.
It would be nice if you guys could pop around.
Definitely.
Well, please keep us up to date with all of the details. It's great to meet you. Great to have you in the studio.
Nice to
Wish
meet you
the
too.
great success with South African music, and anything we can do to try and help, we really will try.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. There we go. Tex on Fire. Follow her. It's Tex on Fire. And then you can follow Deezer ZA as well. And then Gabby as well. And Maz as well. And Daisy and Scott. Follow everybody. Everybody on Twitter.
At the next intersection, turn on Gearz with Sasha Martinengo. Weekdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Central African Time.